We're reading Max and Ruby's Treasure Hunt by Rosemary Wells. After the video, stay tuned for reading questions and educational activities and visit laurenmartinbooks.com for free learning principles you can use today. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories. Now let's read Max and Ruby's Treasure Hunt for Phoebe and Francis. "Let's have a tea party," said Max's sister Ruby. "Good idea," said Ruby's best friend Louise. There was not a cloud in the sky, but suddenly, crash, bang, went the thunderstorm just when Ruby was pouring a cup of pretend tea for Louise's little sister Lily. Lily grabbed her doll Dagmar and everybody ran into the house as fast as they could. "Rain, rain, go away," said Ruby. "Come again another day," said Louise. "Everybody wants to play," chimed in Max. Grandma heard every word. "Let's have a treasure hunt," said Grandma. "How does it work?" asked Louise. "There are 7 clues hidden in 7 places in the house," said Grandma. "Follow the clues one after another and you will find the treasure." "Where do we begin?" asked Ruby. "Let me see," said Grandma. "Let's start with cock-a-doodle-doo. My dame has lost her, oh dear, something or other. Who can think of what she lost?" "What rhymes with cock-a-doodle-doo?" asked Ruby. "My dame has lost her shoe," said Louise. "Look," shouted Lily. "There's a Max sneaker under the chair." Sure enough, under the easy chair was Max's blue sneaker. Inside was the first clue. Ruby read it out loud. "I'm a little short and stout. Tip me over and pour me out." I know, said Louise. She looked in the dining room cupboard. She took out the teapot. Inside the teapot was the second clue. Louise read it. "Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the lick, brick." Everyone guessed what might rhyme with quick. Lily got it right. "Quick, chick, thick, candlestick." The third clue was in the hall under one of the candlesticks. Lily found it. She could not read yet, so Louise read it for her. "Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to hear such sport, and the dish ran away with the noon, baboon, June, croon, lagoon, platoon, soon, raccoon, prune, goon, tycoon, balloon, moon, tune, loon, swoon." "It has to rhyme with moon," said Ruby. This time Max guessed right. Spoon. Max was the first one to get to the pantry silverware drawer. Sure enough, in the spoon slot was the next clue. "Hooray!" shouted Max. Max couldn't read the clue, so Ruby had to do it for him. "Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with silver, all down her back, back, back." "This one isn't a rhyming clue," said Ruby. "What could Miss Mary Mac have down her back?" asked Louise. "Ticks? Snakes? Spiders?" Everyone had an idea, but Lily knew the rhyme by heart. She led the way upstairs to the closet. On the shelf was Grandma's sewing box. "Silver button," said Louise. In the sewing box was another clue. "Little boy blue, come blow your..." "The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn." "What could it be?" asked Louise. "Blow your horn?" "How about the car horn?" asked Ruby. "Garage," said Max. Ruby was right. On the steering wheel of Grandma's red Chevrolet was the next clue. Ruby pushed the button and put the top down. The clue said, "Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the..." "Dock," said Louise. "What rhymes with dock?" "Lock, sock, rock, block, smock, flock." "Clock," said Max. But there was nothing under the alarm clock in the bedroom. There was nothing under the clock radio in the guest room. Suddenly Louise heard it. Bong, bong, bong. It was the grandfather clock in the living room. Downstairs they all went. Ruby opened the door of the big grandfather clock. Inside was the last clue. It said, "Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under..." Max bolted for the screen porch. He opened the door. Under Grandma's chair was the treasure box. Max was the first to open it. Inside were 5 gold coins filled with chocolate. "They are too beautiful to eat," said Ruby. "But there are only 4 of us and 5 coins," said Louise. "One for Dagmar," said Grandma. "Dagmar," Lily shouted. "Where is Dagmar?" "Did you leave her in one of the clue locations?" said Grandma. "Maybe, but which one?" said Ruby. "Dining room, hall, pantry, closet, garage, bedroom, living room." There were so many clues in different locations. No one could remember where Dagmar might have been lost. Is Dagmar in the dining room? Is Dagmar in the hall? Is Dagmar in the pantry? Is Dagmar in the closet? Is Dagmar in the garage? Is Dagmar in the bedroom? Is Dagmar in the living room? No, Max found Dagmar in the parlor, right where Lily left her. Hooray! How did the pictures help you guess the right words in this book? Were you familiar with the nursery rhymes? Go back and look at the pictures and see how they help you guess and memorize the nursery rhymes that every kid and adult should know. What was your favorite part of this book? Pause the video after each question to draw, write, or discuss your answers. What was your favorite part of this book? What happened first, next, then, and last? What was the setting of the story? When and where does it happen? Who is in the story? Name the characters and describe them. What is the main conflict or problem? How and why did the characters respond to the problem and solve it? What did the characters learn in the story and what can you learn from them? What is the lesson or theme? What can you learn from the story and how can you apply it to your own life? Write or draw what you can learn from this book and how you can use what you learned from this book to make the world a better place by making positive choices that positively impact the people and world around you. Please like, share, and subscribe to Lauren Martin Books for more read-along stories, and visit laurenmartinbooks.com for printable and play-based no-prep pre-K and K-12 curriculum and free learning principles for homeschool or the classroom you can use today, including service learning projects to help make the world a better place, fun ABC scavenger hunts to use in nature, nature bingo boards, or 5 cents observation science printables. Thank you for reading with me.